There are 32 teams in the NFL, and for the most part, they all have decent looking helmets. However, a man by the name of Ted Hyman has made custom helmets for each one of these and thinks that his are just a little bit better. Well, today we're going to be the judge of that. We have all 32 of his custom helmets here, and we are going to be categorizing them and pretty much ranking them and seeing which ones we like the best. First off, we have the horrible helmets. These helmets, I just don't even know what he was thinking about when making these. First up on this list is the Vikings. I'm sorry, what is with the yellow top? That just does not work. First of all, you'd get it confused with the Packers. Also, I just don't think it looks that good. Yellow is not a huge part of their color scheme. Maybe if the yellow was on bottom and the purple was on top, I don't know. But I definitely do not like this. Anyway, next up, what is this? Ronald McDonald did not get fired for this. What were you thinking when making this helmet? No. Then we've got the Broncos, and why is his hair blue? Why? We've also got the Rams, and once again, there's just way too much yellow in this helmet. It's not a huge part of their color scheme. Make the helmet blue and the horn yellow. And then finally, we have the Cardinals, and this helmet, there's just too much white contrasting with too much color. See, white can't just have like a huge block in the middle of it and then just be everywhere else. It just doesn't look good that way. It just looks a little weird. And then we've got the helmets with the major flaws. Starting off, we have the Texans, and going along with what I said about the Cardinals helmet, there's just too much white with too much contrast in one little area. It just doesn't look good. Then we have the Baltimore Ravens, and I see what they're going for, and I kind of like it, but there's just way too much going on in the middle. It does not blend together all too well, and I'm just not a huge fan of the look. After that, we have the Patriots, and although a blue helmet would probably look better than they've got now, what's with these stripes, man? Who do you think you are, Rocky Balboa? I'm sorry, it just doesn't look good on a helmet. After that, we've got the New York Giants, and along with the other two I've talked about, way too much white, and it just doesn't look good. After that, we've got the Atlanta Falcons. They had a respectable logo on their own. I'm not sure why you cut half of it off. Now this helmet looks like it just has some insanely large eyelashes, and I do not like the look of it that much. And then we got the Bills. Where did the buffalo go? Why is it gone? Why is there just the laser that comes out of its... After that, we have the Seahawks. And when I first saw this helmet, I was like, oh my goodness, no, get this out of my face. What is that? But the more I look at it, the better it gets. See, the bright neon green is kind of an eye shocker, but once you get used to it, it actually looks like a pretty solid helmet. I think maybe with their dark outfits, this would look nice. Definitely never ever use this with the light outfits. But with the blue outfits, I think it would look okay. And then we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars, and who do you think you are, my mom? What is up with the leopard print? Why is there so much of it? This is almost as bad as that time you tried to make the half gold and half black helmets. Just stick with what you've got now. You definitely don't need this. After that, we've got the basic helmets. These helmets I don't have too much problem with. They're just a little basic for my taste. First up, we've got the Lions, and it's just kind of their logo enlarged. I think it could look a little better than the helmet they've got now, except they did kind of get rid of all black in their color scheme, so it wouldn't really look good on their uniforms right now, but it's okay. Then we've got the Jets, and this one's just really similar to their old helmet. They switched out the logo, which I think looks cool, but go back to the dark green. This green just does not look good. It looks way too basic. Same thing with the Eagles here. I like the feather idea, but once again, just go back to the dark green. The light green just does not look good on football helmets. After that, we've got the Cowboys, which looks like it's straight out of a coloring book. I'm sorry, but it's just the outline of a star. I know they have a pretty simple logo, but you can do better than this. Come on. The Bengals helmet actually looks pretty cool, but once again, there's just too much oversimplifying going on. The stripes are a little too ordinary, and I just don't think we should go with that. Then we've got the Saints, completely copied and pasted over from the Cowboys. I like the colors a lot. I think they would look great with a black helmet, but this just is a little too simple. After that, we've got the solid helmets. These helmets, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're definitely not my top picks. First up, we have the Cleveland Browns, and I would have this one higher on the list, but thinking to myself, it's probably only this high already because I'm comparing it to the monstrosity that they have now. I definitely think this one looks better than that, but I don't know if it's really one of the best. Then we've got the Raiders, and I like the matte gray they have, and I really like how they got rid of that weird shield emblem thing they had before, but it's definitely not one of the top helmets. After that, we have the Carolina Panthers, and this one would probably actually go in the too basic category, except for these little notches on the left and right of the helmet. I think those look pretty cool, and I like the color a lot better than what they've got now with the gray, so it's up here at solid helmets. There's also the Washington Commanders, and this one I actually think looks really cool. It's just I don't think they could really use the feathers with what they've been going for. There's also the Los Angeles Chargers. There's nothing bad about this helmet. It's pretty simple. It it looks nice and it's pretty good. After that, we've got the great helmets. Most of these teams should like immediately switch to these helmets because it would look better. First up, there's the Bears, and I know the blue's not the right color. It should be a lot darker, but I like the idea they're going for so much. It's so much better than the little C they've got going on their helmets right now, and I think they should definitely switch to the Bear. Then we've got the Green Bay Packers. This one's actually really similar to the helmet they've got now. However, I do like the white face mask, which usually looks really weird on the helmet, except for this little area that was added on the bottom of green and white, which makes it look really cool. Then we've got the Colts, and this helmet I love so much. I think they should switch immediately to this helmet. There is no way I could ever hate on their old helmet enough. It looks so bad. Why do you have a gray face mask? What are you trying to do? Why is the entire helmet white with just a little Colts symbol? I don't like it at all. This helmet on the left is so much better, and I think they should switch to it immediately. After that, we've got the Steelers, and this one I think is really good just because it gives a lot of color to a previously pretty basic helmet with the all black look. And I also like how they took the Steelers logo and made it all gray. It almost looks like it's made out of steel, which gives it a little bit different of a meaning than what it has now with just the steel logo. And I definitely think this looks cooler than their old helmet. There's also the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I really like how they took the orange like popsicle color that they used to have, added into the color without making it look like some Barbie doll football team. And the only reason this one isn't really higher is because I don't think this helmet could actually go with their outfits they have right now, besides maybe the white outfit, and so it's just gonna stay right here. Then finally, we have the top 3 helmets. These helmets are better than all of the helmets we have seen so far in this entire batch. The third best helmet that Ted Hyman has made is the Miami Dolphins. This gives a little more color to an already really good helmet. I like the orange face mask color, and I like how it almost looks like there's an ocean underneath the dolphin that he's swimming in, while also keeping the white color of the helmet before. There's not too much white, and there's not too much of another color. I really like the look of it, and that is why it is the third best helmet. However, that does not compare to the second best helmet, the San Francisco 49ers. I have talked before about black and gold on red. It looks way better than black and red on gold, and this helmet definitely proves my point. I love the gold face mask, and the black parts of this helmet just make it look super cool. I mean, if I saw this team showing up to the field on Sunday, I would just forfeit immediately. Like, I'd say, we tried our best, better luck next week. There is no way we will beat this team, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Packers fan. But still, that is not as good as the #1 helmet in this entire thing, the Tennessee Titans. Oh my goodness, the flames coming off the face mask. This helmet is amazing. If they don't switch to this helmet next season, I don't know what they're doing. I already don't know what they're doing with their quarterback situation, but this would be even worse. If I saw this team showing up on my schedule for the NFL season, I would just forfeit all 17 games, say, you know what, better luck next year, we'll try again. And those were my rankings for all 32 of these helmets. Love them or hate them. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did happen to disagree with some of these picks, tell me in the comments below, politely, and if you wouldn't mind, it would be so helpful if you could just subscribe to the channel. We are getting so close to 500 subscribers, and it would be really cool if we could get there. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.